it do, Dream Team? It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with things Australians do that confuse the world. And before we dive right into this, I need you to dive into that subscribe button, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. I got social media, Patreon, all up top. You can subscribe to any of it. Put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Human, I talk bad. If you guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. Now, Australians, what y'all be doing out here?
Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Now, obviously, I make a lot of content around being Australian, and I've made a video like this before, but there is more. Things that us Aussies do that confuse the rest of the world. If you're Australian, get down in the comments and yell at the other people because this is normal. We are normal. And if you're from another country, please tell me that we're normal in the comments, okay? This is not weird, right? We're not weird. 18 normal Australian things that are actually anything but. Wait, so you're telling me that I'm not normal? Are you kidding me? Frozen Coke. Wait, so are you trying to tell me that they don't have frozen Coke
have frozen
anywhere
Coke.
else? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You think that's weird? Slushies. 7-Eleven has slushies. What's wrong with frozen Coke specifically? Frozen cola? Is it that you...
We have frozen Coke slushies. I don't like them, but we do have them.
7-Eleven has slushies. What's wrong with frozen Coke specifically? Frozen cola? Is it that you guys don't have it at McDonald's, or is it the fact that you don't have slushies at all? Picture this. It's a hot summer afternoon. You pass a Macca's or a Hungry Jack's, and you know exactly how to make your day better. An icy cold frozen Coke straight out of the slushy machine. But did you know that these aren't actually a thing outside of Australia?
Yes,
bizarre.
they are.
That is very bizarre, and you guys need to check
have
yourself
those.
and get yourself a frozen Coke. Are you kidding me? I mean, me personally,
We have frozen. Who said this wasn't a thing outside of Australia? In America, we got frozen Coke.
and you guys need to check yourself and get yourself a frozen Coke. Are you kidding me? I mean, me personally, I like the frozen raspberries, but there is nothing better than a hot day down by the beach, 40 degrees Celsius. It's scorching, and you go and get a frozen Coke after it. Chef's kisses, dude. It is delicious. It is amazing. It is life-changing. PayWave. PayWave. Do you guys know what that is? Sorry, I'm talking to you guys like you're idiots. You're not. You're not. But your country sometimes is, okay? I've been to America. I'm a world traveler, some would say. No one says that, but let's just go with it. The idea of having to, like, sign, like, you have to sign things? Ugh. I wonder how it's changed in the US now that there's COVID, because when I went to America pre-COVID, pre-pandemic, it's getting the bill, taking it back, getting it back again, signing stuff. There's a lot going on, all right? With PayPass, bro, just tap it. Just wave it across. Even my watch, my phone, literally, my bank cards everywhere, which can be very dangerous, I will add. PayWave is very convenient, which makes shopping so much easier. I will also mention something.
I feel like America's very late to this trend, because I've seen so many videos where they talk about, like, America, like, not having, like, I think we're late to the trend. But we got it now. I guess we're just late. I feel like it's not everywhere. It's in a lot of places, but it's not everywhere just yet. No, but a lot of places you can go up there, you can just tap your card on the thing. You're good to go. You can put it on your watch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We just came late to the party. We came late to the party.
It's very convenient, which makes shopping so much easier. I will also mention something that we have here in the state that I live, but every other state in Australia doesn't even have. And that is my license on my phone. Does anywhere else in the world have that? But I went to another state here in my own country in Australia literally a few days ago, and they wouldn't accept it. I'm like, I'm in Australia, dude. Why won't you let me into the casino, okay? Okay, chicken salt. Why is this confusing for people? I don't understand.
So good.
Chicken salt. What do you mean? You don't have chicken salt? It's chicken flavored salt. It's salty chicken. It's delicious. It's amazing. You put it on chips. You put it on a schnitty. It is absolutely life changing. I will say that there is some chicken salts out there, but most of them are, oh my god, top tier, dude, top tier. So what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, I had an Australian subscriber. Shout out to them. Send me some chicken salt every time I eat fries now. It gets sprinkled on my fries. Has to. It's so good. It's addicting.
Salts out there, but most of them are.
It's addicting. Australia, y'all did y'all thing with chicken salt.
So what you're trying to tell me is that if I ever went to a restaurant anywhere else in the world, they'd be like, chicken salt, what? Hello? Switches on outlets. What do you mean? You don't have switches on outlets? Are you kidding me? I'm no scientist, so when I say those on and off switches above power points stop the electricity from leaking out, I'm probably wrong, but they're still hella convenient to have. Spare a moment for our friends in North America who've had to learn what it's like to live without them. I didn't even know that this was a thing. I feel like I always learn something new with these videos. Like, I can kind of understand that maybe
don't
other
have
countries
them
don't have
most
to
of the
consult.
time.
But no switches on your outlets that literally has electricity coming from them? What do you mean, dude? That is just
No
unheard of.
switches.
Like, I've got PowerPoints all around my office right now and they all have switches. I think it is a legal requirement to have switches for the PowerPoints. I am confused. Surely not. Like, surely this isn't real. Not using a clothes
real.
dryer. See, this is an interesting one because for me personally, I always use a clothes dryer. So maybe I'm American. Maybe I'm not Australian. In other countries, they use their clothes dryers after every wash cycle.
For sure.
But in most homes here in Australia, we either don't have a dryer or our mums have put the fear of God in us about using them only in very necessary cases. I was not brought up in a household like this, but I have roommates who were brought up in households like this, and they've got the clothesline out on the yard. They've got the sun bearing down.
Oh,
it's like
wow.
this forbidden, you know, device that no one can use. It's unspoken. No one talks about it. Just you don't use the dryer unless you absolutely have to. I will say this confuses me. I am with the rest of the world here. Australia, kind of weird, dude. Pedestrian crossings that make...
Is the electricity just super expensive or... I don't understand. I don't understand. Y'all gotta talk to me on that one. Because, yeah, it gets to a point where... we will just have a wrinkled shirt and just be like, just throw it in the dryer. Because we're too lazy to, like, iron the wrinkles out of the shirt. Just throw it in the dryer. Let the dryer do the work. But, yeah, we'll use the dryer for a lot of things, for a lot of times.
I am with the rest of the world here. Australia, kind of weird, dude. Pedestrian crossings that make noise. You guys don't have pedestrian crossings that make noise? It's such a weird anomaly for us to have sound-emitting crossing signals that Billie Eilish's brother, Phineas, sampled Sydney's crosswalks in her song Bad Guy. You're telling me that the thing that we pressed across the road and now it's in a Billie Eilish song? You're kidding, dude. Correct me if I'm wrong. Comments, I'm sure you will. But I'm pretty sure it's for visually impaired people so that they can hear when they have to cross.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Who would have
We
thought
have
we
that.
influenced Billie Eilish, dude? Australia's going places.
We must have got it from Australia because we have that too.
Who would have thought we influenced Billie Eilish, dude? Australia's going places, man. I'm telling you. Dual flush toilets. I guess when I'm
we
like
don't
looking
have
at these,
that.
I'm like, this is normal. This is literally how I live my everyday life. You guys don't have these? I don't quite know why we're
They're
one of
not
the only places
common.
where toilets come with a half flush option. Is it because we're water conscious? So pretty much when you go to the toilet, when you go to the dunny, as most Aussie bogans say it. I don't know, when I do these Australian videos, I always like, my inner bogan comes out. My accent is just stronger than it usually is. And I'm talking like I've been living out in the bush for the last 10 years. We have droughts here where we run out of water. So there's a half option because, listen, if you've got a number one, which is a P for those people who don't know, you don't need a full flush. If you've got a number two that's solid, number two is necessary. Maybe two flushes. Of the full flush is necessary, okay? For a number one, little P, you don't need a full flush. Don't waste water, okay? Think about the drought. There was a moment there where you were meant to have like 2-minute showers. They were like, get in, get out. We don't have enough water.
Dang.
We're an island. We're running out, okay? When your Wi-Fi is and Reddit only loads the first meme. Yeah, listen. I think there was one time I traveled to Canada and the Wi-Fi on the plane as we're traveling over the Pacific Ocean, is that the ocean? Was faster than the Wi-Fi that I had at my apartment. Ridiculous. Australia, like, I get it. I get it. There's lots of pros, but the cons is the internet. We have like some of the best internet in the entire country here in the office. Thanks, Slazebeam. Appreciate you a lot, dude. And everyone in America's like, yeah, we have that all the time. We get that at the local Macca's. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I get it. We're slowly working on it. We just...
She said we get that at a local Macca's. Oh, yeah, we do have good internet. We do have good Wi-Fi. For sure, for sure. That's funny, though. That's the dual flush. I've seen, I feel like it's more common to not have that here in America. There's some places that have it, but more times than not, there's not a dual flush. But I've seen videos of other countries, like European countries and stuff, and it seems like a lot of them do have the dual flush, unless I'm wrong.
We get that at the local Macca's. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, I get it. We're slowly working on it. We just weren't prepared for technology and the internet and the infrastructure that we needed surrounding that, okay? Saying but at the end of a sentence. I didn't even realize that we did this. Maybe we do, I don't know. Somehow we've all agreed that ending a sentence with the word but is not only grammatically correct, but it's also kind of a part of being Australian. I'm trying to think if I do this, but I don't know. We do swear a lot and put swearing as a filler, and I definitely did that a lot more prior to YouTube. I'm gonna notice this now, right? Like every time I talk, it'll be like, but You said it. Dude. When I'm live streaming, just follow me on twitch.tv/Tannar. I definitely say,
I like
other
her.
people, have you noticed me doing this? Other Aussie creators doing this? I need to know. Also, we say
I like
reckon
her.
a lot. Matt says, FYI, the Australians say I reckon like every other sentence. I don't know if this is true. I don't reckon this is true. I actually didn't mean to do that. I reckon this, I reckon that. It's a fully integrated part of our vocabulary that just isn't present in most other places. No, I'm feeling attacked. They're reaching now. I'm going to notice these so much more. I don't know if I'm going to be glad that I did this video or angry because I'm going to pick up on all of these things that I didn't even notice that Aussies did. Mandatory bike helmets. This is weird.
That should be a thing.
The safety of humans is not around the world. You wouldn't hop on your bike to brave the streets of Australia without a helmet, but barely anyone in Europe except kids and professional cyclists wear them. They're zipping around in their cushy, wide bike lanes without a care in the world. You can go out on the streets without a helmet, but you are risking your life. People here in Sydney, especially, they don't give a shit if you're on a bike. They'll just go like this. They don't care. Where I'm from, police will pull you up for not wearing a helmet. Like, you'll get fined. 100% you'll get fined.
Wow.
You also get fined if you drink and bike. Behind the wheel, whether you're driving or riding a bike, you will literally get charged the same as if you were driving a car.
Are you
Having
serious?
good coffee on every corner.
I can understand getting a fine, but the same as if you were driving a car? Oh, wow. But mandatory bike helmets should be a thing. Safety comes first. That should be a worldwide thing, global thing. I do agree with that. Good job on that, Australians.
You'll literally get charged the same as if you were driving a car. Having good coffee on every corner. Us Australians take coffee very, very seriously. There's a lot of coffee snobs here in Sydney. A lot of coffee snobs here in Australia. Australians really, really take their coffee for granted. Like, we all know it's good. But it's not until you go overseas that you realize how spoiled you truly are. Sure, you can find great quality coffee in every city around the world, but you're gonna have to really seek it out. Here, you can stumble into any coffee shop and get at least a good coffee, if not great. Yeah, we take that seriously, dude. I definitely have noticed that when I've traveled, that coffee just hit differently here in Australia. And Starbucks being kind of apparently, it's a really Australian thing to hate Starbucks. I don't hate Starbucks in other countries. Starbucks in America slaps, bro. I went to New York City and had some of the best coffee of my life, and it was at Starbucks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna discredit Starbucks, but I just think in Australia, we have such good coffee everywhere else, literally at all these cool little cafes and stuff, that Starbucks just kind of cafe culture. Speaking of coffee, the cafe culture in Australia is impeccable. Other world cities are starting to cotton on, but we really pioneered the vibes. Is that what people overseas are calling it? Australian cafe vibes. The energy of an Aussie one on a weekend morning, everyone in their activewear enjoying a leisurely coffee or avo toast. You really can't replicate it. True. Can I get any trues? My God. The cafe culture here sometimes is just too much though, because everyone loves going out to a cafe, and I'm like, listen, man, I just want to sit inside. I will say what I noticed with overseas is like there's a lot of people watching. Like in Europe, they'll face the chairs outwards. I feel like the vibes for Aussie cafes are a lot different, a lot cooler, but I don't know. I like European ones. I'm not shitting on them. I just found out that loads of Australians.
I like this video so much. I like her. She has a dope personality, very funny personality, full of energy. Coffee culture. I've seen videos, and to this point, Australians, their coffee culture is down pat. Usually they hate Starbucks. Even in our usually in our country, they hate Starbucks. I'm surprised she said she's had some of her best coffee at a Starbucks in New York, but I guess different people have different taste buds. I'm not a coffee drinker anyway. I don't like coffee, but
I don't know. I like European ones. I'm not shitting on them. I just found out that loads of Australians call slides slippery dips. You people.
Really?
You don't call them slippery dips.
I thought y'all called them thongs.
You cannot tell me that slippery dips doesn't sound better than slides. Are you kidding me, dude? Just found out that Australians say at least we're not in America when they're in a bad situation. And to think I'm going to be more I've said that so many times. Like, at least we're not in America. Yeah, I don't want to shit on America. I love America, but I'm glad I'm Australian, all right? Found out today that Australians eat something called fairy bread, and it's just white bread with butter and sprinkles. Why are people so confused by this? It's delicious. I just found out that sometimes Australian eats spaghetti on toast for breakfast. Yeah, and it's delicious, man. Try it. Avo on toast, spaghetti on toast. We're laughing, but not like proper spaghetti. You need like the canned spaghetti. I just found out that Australians pronounce Adidas like added ass. Do you say Adidas? Adidas. It's Adidas, not Adidas. Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
That is.
I think it's a German brand. It's Adidas. It's supposed to be. but we say Adidas in America. I don't know why we just started saying Adidas, but its proper pronunciation is Adidas.
Adidas. It's Adidas, not Adidas. Well, there you have it. That is things that us Aussies do that confuse the rest of the world. Do these seem normal?
Yeah.
Please confirm in the comments. Let me know. I
couple.
want to know what you guys think. And I'll definitely be making some more Aussie videos, so let me know any ideas you have. I'll see you all in the next one, and Australia.
There were a couple that weren't normal to me, but I feel like a decent amount of them were normal, were good, were common, natural to me. But there were a couple that I was like, huh? But that's all we got for this one. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, give a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. I got social media and Patreon all up top. You know, subscribe to any of it. Put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. I love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy Neal. Out.